Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, Align with Love. My name's Erin. If you're new here, a warm welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're returning, Scorpio, thank you so much for your support. As always, I really do appreciate it. So a couple of messages. This is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, it's just not your situation this week. I always put a link at the end to the previous week's video, or check out your other placements in your chart as well. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. If I say masculine or feminine, it's just referring to energies. We have both within us, so it's not specific to gender. I do personal readings. There's a link. There's a few other links in my description box, so if you want to head on over there, please do so after the reading. Okay, so I'm going to use Work Your Light Oracle deck for an overarching energy this week, and I'll do past, present, challenges, advice from spirit and final outcome. So I've already shuffled the cards. I've got two out. You've got this beautiful card here, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's not happening for you, it's happening to you. So this could be a situation that was absolutely devastating and heartbreaking, and you're thinking, why did this have to happen? It's kind of when we've had a vision of something working out beautifully one way, so certain that it was going to, and it completely goes the opposite way. That's what I'm picking up off this card. But then also these things, I always think, they do happen for a reason, probably out of our own reasoning as to why they're happening. But it was followed with this, which, it's so beautiful. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? So this kind of reminds me of a tower moment, the destruction and chaos. And then it's like the star card following it. What is your calling here? This could have been knocked out of your way for a reason, whatever this was, to align you or realign you with your soul's calling, your life's purpose here. And if you've got a niggle, as I'm saying it, how are you being called to step up and lead? Maybe there's a spiritual career you've been thinking about doing. Whatever it is, being a teacher, a healer, helping others, being of service in some way, maybe it's time to do that. And this was moved out of the way for a reason. Let's see where this goes, Scorpio. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Eight of Swords here. Eight of Swords can speak of us, making ourselves imprisoned in our own mind when we overthink too much about a certain situation, which would kind of tie in with the oracle card that we've just got. But this is overthinking a situation, and possibly we're binding up. Look at, she's in an orange dress. Orange is linked to our sacral chakra. That is where our pleasure is, our right to happiness and sexuality, and it's kind of tied up. We're blocking our own happiness here by being trapped in too much resistance. I'm getting off this card. When there's so much resistance, we're in a lower vibration. We're in a lower vibration, and we do have the powers to take control of our own mind and choose a higher vibration, and behind that, I don't read reversals, by the way, unless I'm guided to do so, is the beautiful Ten of Cups, happy life, happy fulfilling relationship in union with the person you love. So, this could be a release. You could no longer feel stuck in your head. You may just decide that this is what you want to go for. So let's see where this goes. It's getting dark here, so I'll keep an eye on the cards that you can still see them as I'm going through. Past energy for Scorpio, please. Let's do this, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you in this reading. This is timeless. I'm just uploading it, once a week. So let's just go with the flow. Past energy for Scorpio. What's happened in the past that has now had an impact on the present. Past energy for Scorpio, please. I'm getting patience. So maybe the Temperance card will show up. Past energy for Scorpio. If you have been in Eight of Swords, being in Temperance energy will certainly, that one wanted to poke out. So Ace of Wands, a new chapter. Maybe deciding on a new chapter of your life in the past energy here. Brand new beginning. Let's see where this goes. Interesting. So maybe deciding in the past, Scorpio, that you want this new beginning to start. Ace of Wands are taking action. Wands are the suit of action, passion, moving forward. It's like a yes card. So let's see where this goes. Present energy for Scorpio, please. That's too many cards. Present energy. Maybe taking the lessons from the previous cycle as well here. Maybe because you had it's happening for you not to. And this is interesting. You've got two cards falling out here, Scorpio. In your present energy, you've got High Priestess, which can talk about when we drop to our subconscious and really tune into our inner wisdom. It can also be of secrets being kept. It's also very strong energy of silence in order for us to connect with our intuition. You know, I was picking up the Temperance. There it is. It's shown. It's appeared in this reading. So combine these two together. It is withdrawing from a situation in order to connect with our inner wisdom and take this time out to get back in alignment. It's an energy of not sweating about the little things in life. It's a place of calm in order for you to really realign and regain your balance. You know, this is a card of, when I was picking up patience, that's how I'm feeling in your present energy. You're going within and you're having patience because you've got a decision to make about something. And this could be stressing you out. But you're going to gain clarity on it. You're going to gain clarity on it. But it's very, you're pausing to get yourself back in alignment here. Maybe thinking about how you're going to approach this new beginning here. Temperance is also Sagittarius energy here. High Priestess energy is definitely connecting with the divine to gain the wisdom. And I think this is regaining your balance here in order to regain your power as well. Challenges for Scorpio, please. Okay. Wow, look at this. You've got the Ten of Cups flipped over. So that's made its second appearance. You've got Queen of Swords, strong Libra energy here. And you've got Four of Pentacles. Let me just see what's on the bottom of the deck. You've got you've got the Four of Wands here. You're thinking, and that's just dropped out. The Hierophant, Taurus energy here. This is, maybe you're holding on to something here. Queen of Swords cuts out past cycles, past situations that no longer serve her. She's not dealing with any BS anymore in a situation here. Maybe deciding not to hold on to something. But you want a higher level of commitment here. Ten of Cups and Hierophant speaks of a union, speaks of a marriage here. Possibly with a Libra. And you're not letting go You're not letting go of this. But you've got a cutting out and a holding on. So let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, you're holding on to a Queen of Cups, possibly, you know, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You don't want to let go of maybe what's in your heart here, or maybe this is who you want to move towards here. Let's just get one on the Queen of Swords. Yeah, look, you've got you on the bottom of the deck, but you're manifesting a brand new beginning. This is very similar to your Scorpio bonus reading here. Let's just get one on the Queen of Swords. Yeah, look, walking away from possibly a Libra here, you know, Empress energy. That could be someone you're married to, closing out that cycle, but you're doing it successfully. You know, you're becoming, you know, the world is when we close this out because it hasn't been working and we've known it's something we need to walk away from, and you're doing it successfully, possibly in order to go towards this Empress, you're walking away from something. This is freedom, this is lessons learned, this is you going forward successfully with boundaries in place. And you might not have wanted to make a decision that you knew was hanging over your head, that you had to make about this in order to close this out. But do you know what? You're doing it because this is where you're going. You're going towards your happiness. You're making that decision. You're getting absolute clarity on the situation. Yeah. And I think you're going to go for this brand new beginning here. Yep, so Queen of Swords is cutting out, walking away from what no longer serves you. You instinctively know it's not because you're in High Priestess Temperance energy here, Scorpio, or feel free to switch if it's the other person. But you know you need to, this is possibly, you know, a marriage here that you're closing out, ending because you didn't want to do it, but you know you have to, or you know that's a decision you want to make because you're holding on to somebody. You're holding on to who's in your heart here because you want marriage with them. You want a high level of commitment with them. Let's just see advice from Spirit here. Advice from Spirit. You know, Priestess, where are you being called to step up in lead? Sometimes it could be in our own life, Scorpio. When we're not being our authentic selves, we kind of get a calling from the divine, and we get that in High Priestess energy to take charge of our own life. This is very similar to Scorpio bonus. I would recommend going to read that if you haven't. But look, you've got Two of Cups, advice from Spirit. Go towards your soulmate here. Go towards the connection. Yeah. Go towards your King of Pentacles. It's going to be successful here. Let me just move this, Scorpio, because I'm not sure you can see all the cards. Yeah. Advice from Spirit there. That's what you want to do. Let's see the final outcome. Final outcome here, please, for Scorpio. What's the final outcome for Scorpio? Thank you. And that flipped over in the Scorpio bonus, but this time it's come out. Knight of Wands moves forward, sometimes takes action without thinking, because he does it quite quickly, does it in haste, but he knows it's what he wants to do. He's going for it because he's that passionate about it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's the end. It's the beginning of a new cycle here. Yeah, he's going to have a, or you're going to have a union or reunion with somebody here. I'm thinking. Knight of Wands. Please clarify. Look, this is King of Pentacles. He is abundant. He's takes care of those he loves. He's financially successful. He's potentially got his own business. He makes everyone in his life safe and secure. A real solid, firm energy. This is committed to what they want to go for. Highly committed to what they want to go for here. Yeah, look, you've got Ten of Swords on the bottom here. I think this is somebody potentially needing to end a current high level of committed relationship here. But once they've ended this, possibly a marriage, they're going to have the courage and the strength to go for their brand new beginning, because they're seeing the bigger picture and seeing how much potential it's got. And they're going to have a wake-up call about this. When they've been in High Priestess and Temperance energy, they're going to get a wake-up call to close out this situation so that they can be with their soulmate and bring in, this Hierophant and this Ten of Cups. They're seeing clearly what they need to do. Yeah. They're going for their new beginning in love, or you are, Scorpio. Amazing. Let me just move this. Sorry, Scorpio. It's getting dark really quick in here. Let's just get one on the Ten of Cups. No, actually, before I do that, Scorpio, let's clarify the Two of Cups from Advice from Spirit for you. Advice from Spirit for Scorpio. Two of Cups. Yeah, look at this. This is what they want. You're who they want, and vice versa. This is what you both want. Absolutely beautiful. Go for what you want. Yeah. It's so similar to the other reading, but yeah, I think they need to end their options first before they come back. They need to walk away and end something before they can bring in their new beginning. Yeah. And when they do, they're going to communicate this to you. I think it's going to take a while because you've got High Priestess and Temperance energy here. But they don't want to let you go, Scorpio. This is what I'm picking up, because they see you as their life partner who they want. They know they can have an emotionally fulfilling relationship with you. It's gone from the 9 to the 10 of Cups here. Deep, deep, deep love here. But this has got to be ended first. And Judgment can also speak of reconciliation to make you the offer. Having the courage to do this. Let's get a couple of numerology on this before we close this out. The ever unfolding rose speaks of, when we go through these trials and tribulations, but the ending, even if there's been so much pain along the way, is so beautiful. The ever unfolding rose. It's just going to have such a beautiful outcome that it's going to seem like, I know in the book it's something along the lines of, it's going to seem like poetry. And that's what I'm getting, when poets write of real pain in love, how love inspires poetry, and the pen can write the darkest, deepest depths of pain in love, but then they lead to the most magical, beautiful connections. This is what I'm feeling. So it's not, you know, being cracked open for a reason. This person, or you Scorpio, whoever this is being cracked open for a reason, so they can be their complete authentic self and be in their heart space and love who they want to love, and not be stuck in a 3D relationship, you know, 3D situation that's not fulfilling to them. That's what I'm picking up. It's a really beautiful energy. It's almost like a book, you know. You could write a book with what's going on here. Priestess, what are you being called? How are you being called to step up and lead? Being the main character in this story, that's what I'm picking up. Being the lead character of your own life. That one really wanted to jump out. Environment 4-4. 4 plus 4 is 8, which speaks of success, accomplishment, mastery, changing. You know, changing an environment could be internal here. Changing internal environment in order to bring in mastery of this whole connection, success. 4 and 4 is double confirmation that this is bringing in solid foundations here. Green is your heart chakra, based on having an open heart, coming from a place of love here. Let's get one last numerology on this because it's beautiful. Nature flipped over, so maybe there's, you know, you might get some downloads from the divine when you're out in nature. Let's see what's flipped over here. Completion. Yeah, closing out of something in order to bring this brand new beginning in, this emotionally fulfilling relationship. And you've got this new chapter, deciding in the past that this new chapter in your life, you know, is what you want here. There's some effort that might need to be taken here, because this is a very kind of, I'm getting kind of a silent retreating energy. So whoever this is has got to put in that effort to bring in this new beginning, you know, this Ace of Wands. They might need to sort some money, finances out first. There could be, you know, especially if this was a marriage, finances to be sorted out. But, you know, that's done. Karmic completion. They could be in a karmic relationship here. Lessons learned. It's closed out. Yeah. In order to bring in this beautiful new transformation, this rebirth. Yeah. And there you go. Leadership. How are you being called to step up and lead? Another 9. By tying up loose ends, closing out what no longer serves you. Yeah. It's the healthiest thing to do here. Healthy relationships, not toxic relationships. And that's what I was saying, out in nature, possibly look for signs and synchronicities wherever you are. So Scorpio, really similar readings there. So I think that energy must be around a lot in the collective, but it's beautiful. It's someone having the courage to close up something that's incredibly difficult to close up. But the pull in this High Priestess and Temperance is so strong that they are not going to give up, and they're going to gain the clarity and move towards, because they instinctively know that that's what they want, the relationship, the high vibration, deep soul relationship. They want to move towards that. So expect an offer, Scorpio, or vice versa, when this person has closed out what they need to close out. As painful as it is, maybe that's why at the beginning I was getting that some of you might be in separation when it was taking so long for the cards to fall out. So I'm getting a big thing of, you know, have patience here, because everything is happening for a reason and it's got a beautiful ending, okay, Scorpio? So what I'll do is, if you haven't subscribed, I'll put the link up there. Apologies if this got really dark, but I didn't want to shift out of the energy of this to go and turn the light on. I was quite into it. So, and I'll also put what I'll do is I'll put the bonus video up if you haven't watched that, because there's so many synchronicities in that too. So lots of love to you, Scorpio, and see you next week. Bye.